Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. I'm your host, B, and today we're going to get a little political on Grown Folk Talk. In this episode, we're going to talk about the black woman that they are pushing to the forefront and shoving down your throat to be the next Democratic nominee for the presidency. Let's look at a few clips of Kamala and what's been going on lately and some things from the past, and we'll come back and talk about it.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
I don't fuck with you.
And taken to the Americas, to the Caribbean, to be an enslaved people. What happened here must always be remembered. It cannot be denied. It must be taught. History must be learned. And we must then be guided by what we know also to be the history of those who survived in the Americas, in the Caribbean, those who proudly declare themselves to be the diaspora. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
Do you support reparations for black people?
Well, listen, again, we had over 200 years of slavery.
Say me, wasn't nothing wrong with slavery. At least we got good food back then.
We had Jim Crow for almost a century. We had legalized discrimination, segregation, and now we have segregation and discrimination that is not legal but still exists and is a barrier to progress. We have disparities around housing. We have disparities around education. We have disparities around income. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
You ain't gonna do shit.
Her first hit, she's worked so hard. Okay, so what we're gonna cook today is an Indian recipe.
Yes.
Because you are Indian.
Yes.
Okay, and I don't know that everybody knows that, but I find that wherever I go and I see Indian people at the supermarket, on the street, everyone's like, you know Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like the thing we're so excited about to have you running for president.
Yeah.
So we're both Indian.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
Yes.
But actually, we're both South Indian.
Now, I know my ladies in the crowd love their body. Real hot girls. And if you want to keep loving your body, you know who to go for. Hey.
There is powerful niggardry at work here.
Bring the conversation back to the broken criminal justice system that is disproportionately negatively impacting black and brown people all across this country today. Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place. That impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Senator Harris, your response.
As the elected Attorney General of California, I did the work of significantly reforming the criminal justice system of a state of 40 million people, which became a national model for the work that needs to be done. And I am proud of that work. And I am proud of making a decision to not just give fancy speeches or be in a legislative body and give speeches on the floor, but actually doing the work of being in the position to use the power that I had to reform a system that is badly in need of reform. That is why we created initiatives that were about reentering former offenders and getting them counseling. It is why, and because I know that criminal justice system is so broken, that I am an advocate for what we need to do to not only decriminalize, but legalize marijuana in the United States.
I want to bring Congresswoman Gabbard back in. Your response,
The bottom line is, Senator Harris, when you are in a position to make a difference and an impact in these people's lives, you did not. And worse yet, in the case of those who were on death row, innocent people, you actually blocked evidence from being revealed that would have freed them until you were forced to do so. There is no excuse for that. And the people who suffered under your reign as prosecutor, you owe them an apology.
Senator Harris.
Think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Hello.
I want to talk to you. Okay, I come first. only. He said casino.
Over there after two.
Round brush. I mean,
I was waiting for you to say it. And it
Love goodness.
we're like, how she always got to say you in the
You may clap.
And your answer is part of the job.
So.
You just
Okay, she don't need that.
I'm sure.
Okay. You're welcome. Pull out a Venn diagram.
The thing I learned about working with Vice President Harris is she always stand on business. It's also the same place to launch the first African-American woman to run for president.
See, Quavo done drunk the Kool-Aid too. This is a circus, y'all. If you think that the popular vote, you going to the polls November 5th is making a difference in this country, you have been brainwashed. Let's break this down. Did y'all see how she is just so dinky and cackling and laughing all the time? Who is going to take her serious? You think Iran is going to take her serious?
Oh, hell
You think
no.
the leaders of the European nations, NATO? Do you think anybody's going to take a woman? First of all, this is a man's world. Whether you like it or not, it is what it is. But who's going to take a woman seriously who spends so much time just laughing and cackling? No man is going to take you serious when it comes to handling matters on the world stage. Nuclear codes, trade deals, wars. Come on, let's be serious. And when you get Megan Thee Stallion to twerk at a rally and the rapper Quavo, I know some of our people are simple-minded, so stuff like this will distract them. But a lot of us are not simple-minded, and we are free thinkers, and we can critically think. This ain't nothing but bread and circus. This is the type of stuff that got us in the position we in now. They want to dumb our people down and want you to go along with whatever they throw in your face, which is Kamala Harris. She went from a, what are they calling it? DEI hire, I think is the terminology, but basically, for those of you who don't know, like an affirmative action, like we need a black person, so we're going to bring her in type of hire under the Biden administration. Now, Biden done finally been pushed out the way by the powers that be. They know that the American people are not going to go for Biden. He's too old. He can't even read a cue card. He's falling all over the place. People are so disrespectful towards him, calling him Sleepy Joe, etc. So they come with her. But have you ever asked yourself, why? Why now? Why is it that America wants to push more minority and diversity hires in the highest seat? Why are they picking her? Why do they care? Since when does America care about black and brown people? So why are they trying to put her in our faces? And why is she conveniently black now or African American when she clearly says she's Indian, and not only Indian, South Indian? Why are they trying to make her the black candidate for you black people? What's going on here? Let's look a little further. Who really selects the president of the United States of America? Because it definitely ain't people, the average everyday citizen, because they think we stupid. We just goyim. We're just cattle. Useless feeders is what they call us. Now, you do have the Electoral College. And I even feel like the Electoral College is kind of like a sham too. I don't think that's who really decides who sits in the Oval. I think it's those rich and wealthy elite families of Europe who really run America, who really decide who sits in that seat. And the way they decide who sits in that seat, to me, is who can we get the people to believe that they actually voted for and that actually has the people's best interests, and who's going to do what we say. In the words of an old Karen to LeBron James, shut up and dribble. You need to do what the powers that be, the ones who really got you in those seats, the lobbyists and the wealthy people that paid for your vote, that paid to get you in that seat. Now you need to do what they say. A lot of our people don't want to roll with Trump. Not that I'm advocating for Trump, but y'all don't want to roll with Trump because y'all think he a racist in Project 2025. You don't think she racist? She just sat up here and told you she ain't gonna do nothing just for black people. She told you. And okay, that don't make her a racist. What about when she was running California and she was locking up black men all over the place? Because marijuana is legal now. So whatever happened to all those people who got locked up? She ain't a racist. Well, what about all the people that she locked up that was innocent or that had did enough time and because of overcrowding needed to be released, and The higher courts wanted them to be released, but Kamala Harris said, we ain't about to get rid of our free labor. Being locked up is slavery. So how she ain't racist when she wanted to keep people in slavery under the guise of free labor? Are y'all not paying attention, or are you so brainwashed by the blue? Because they're the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party is just as racist as the Republican Party. The difference is the Republicans don't try to sugarcoat for you and pretend to be your friend. They tell you flat out. But the Democrats, they want to put a little bow on SH. And you think it ain't SH no more? I need my people to wake up. I need you to realize that wealthy people don't care about poor people or working class people. It don't matter which party. And they ain't nothing but the opposite sides of the same coin. The devil and Satan. They all work together and have lunch together and dinners together at the end of the day, just like the defense attorney and the prosecutors. Stop thinking that these people care about you. They don't. Don't waste your time going to vote. It's not going to matter. How could this lady get so much momentum, so much $81 million overnight raised for her? Who's doing that when America is in debt? How? They printing more money out the thin air. You can't even go in your bank and get $3,000 to $5,000 cash without being harassed and questioned up the wazoo. But they done raised all these millions for her. And lastly, before I get out of here, you feminists, you women who think she's going to come in the office and do something for you. Y'all so man haters. Y'all hate men so much that you brainwashed into thinking just because she's a woman, she represents you. She does not care about you. Her job is to do with those who put her in that position. That's her job, is to do what they say and what they want. Stop being brainwashed by feminism. Men need women and women need men. Knock it off. Harris don't care nothing about you no more than Trump care nothing about you. They all career politicians. They've been in the game for a long time and they're manipulating the masses.
And you know this, man.
I'm in this video here. Y'all, please give me a comment and let me know how you feel about Harris. You don't have to tell me if you're voting for her. That's not what I'm asking. Just tell me how you feel about her. And if you could see through the bullcrap and the malarkey like the rest of us. She got rappers sitting up here and she just as bad as Trump having Hulk Hogan rip his shirt off. And we're going to do a video on Trump and his rally next. Y'all leave me a comment and let me know what you got to say. This has been another episode of Grown Folk Talk. Until the next time, peace out.